I'm answering your question. So, for me, the difficulty was, it's a 3,000 page book which is compressed into a 300 page script. So, for example, Vandiyathevan meets Kundabai multiple times before they can speak to each other. But whereas in the movie, I'm meeting her only once. But all that has been written so far in the book has to be transpired in that one meeting. So unless you read the book and take in all that Vandiyathevan carries all through, you cannot represent the right Vandiyathevan. So I had to go back to the book and not just stick to the script. I had to go back and read the scene from the book once and again on the script and then come to the scene. So Mani said the first thing, if I raise my voice, he would say, did you read the book or the script? He would say. He said, stop reading the book. You have to stick to the script. So then, since my character is the only person who's traveling through the kingdom and is meeting everybody else, I somehow felt I had to understand a common man's point of view in 10th century. There are no accounts of common lives anywhere in the history. So I had to read travelogues. I had to read Silappatikaram where there are accounts of common man's lives. For example, there is one reference where Kovalan and Kannagi, if you read the book, Kovalan and Kannagi, they go from Pumbuhar to Madurai in search of a livelihood. And they're crossing a river. Just before they cross the river, there is an account, because it's written in 4th century, there is an account where they say people stand and pray to the river before they cross it. Because river was the life source for everybody. And that one thing stuck to my mind, and when we were shooting the song, I told this to Mani sir and he made me do that. So there were a lot of references from history and poetry also to prepare for this character. That's my effort. I don't know how successful I was in bringing it on screen, but I did read through a lot of it.
It was the younger generation of the theatre, and the very old people who've never been to theatres for almost 20 years or 30 years, they came in wheelchairs or they were carried into the theatres. They were the ones. And you see if you just check on YouTube, see any of the reviews or reactions, it's all the younger generation who is saying, superb, we love this, this is the kind of thing, history and blah, blah. I don't think they'll go to a history class. But they definitely went to the theatre. Manisha made sure that with the popcorn and the Coke, they also had a very good film to watch. And they learned their history.
And in fact, there's so many tours organized in Tamil Nadu where there is an entire journey from Chennai to all the way to where Vandiyathevan
Remember
travels.
from Bangalore
There's so many bikers
from
who
Bangalore
came to just explore that path to see where this story happened. Now, people have been exploring it. There are so many historical tours happening now, and people are very, very interested to know more about the history. See, this film is only a fiction based on history, but this has created so much interest around the history of the entire India, I would say. People have started taking more interest in history because so much of history we don't know. We don't read about it, but there is fascinating information there.
Hey, Vikram sir. Yes. Sir.